I just saw Deadpool and Wolverine and loved it, along with all the other great movies this year like Dune Part 2, Furiosa, Planet of the Apes, etc. To be honest, 2024 has been a blast so far, but 2025 and 2026 look just as exciting, with new movies from the John Wick series, a lot of DC and Marvel superhero stories, and dystopian worlds. So without further ado, let's dive in. Mickey 17, January 31st, 2025. Bong Joon-ho's next movie, Mickey 17, is set to hit theaters on January 31st, 2025, which is an unusual date for such an eagerly awaited follow-up from the director of Parasite. Warner Brothers picked this date to coincide with Lunar New Year celebrations in South Korea, which could boost its release. Mickey 17, which will also be available in IMAX, is based on Edward Ashton's novel Mickey 17, about an expendable employee on a mission to colonize the ice world of Niflheim. The crew relies on Mickey for dangerous, even suicidal tasks, as he can be regenerated after dying. The film stars Robert Pattinson, Naomi Ackie, Stephen Yeun, Toni Collette, and Mark Ruffalo, and is produced by Dee Gardner, Jeremy Kleiner, Bong Joon-ho, and Doo-ho Choi. Captain America Brave New World, February 14th, 2025. After Chris Evans' Captain America, Sam Wilson, played by Anthony Mackie, will take on the lead role as Captain America for the first time on the big screen in Captain America Brave New World. The movie is described as a paranoid thriller, with Sam Wilson caught in the middle of an international incident. According to the official plot synopsis, he must uncover the truth behind a dangerous global plot before the real mastermind causes chaos. This storyline hints at the involvement of Red Hulk, the alter ego of Thaddeus Ross, now played by Harrison Ford, who takes over the role following the passing of William Hurt. In the film, Ross is the newly elected President of the United States, which adds an interesting twist to his transformation into Red Hulk. The film will feature several familiar faces and new characters. Tim Blake Nelson returns as the leader, a character introduced in The Incredible Hulk, with a scheme that might involve activating sleeper agents as suggested by footage shown at CinemaCon 2024. Giancarlo Esposito will appear as a machine gun-wielding mercenary, though his character's identity is still under wraps. Liv Tyler reprises her role as Betty Ross. Danny Ramirez will portray the new Falcon. Carl Lumbly returns as his character from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Shira Haas joins the cast as the Israeli superhero Sabra, and Rosa Salazar will also be in the film. Anthony Mackie shared that Captain America Brave New World takes inspiration from The Winter Soldier. During Marvel's Hall H panel at San Diego Comic-Con, a new teaser was shown, and Kevin Feige mentioned that the film aims to capture the grounded feel of The Winter Soldier. In an interview with Games Radar Plus, Mackie discussed how the team worked to enhance this grounded aesthetic, even reshooting parts of the movie. Thunderbolts, May 2nd, 2025. Thunderbolts is shaping up to be a big moment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, bringing together a bunch of anti-heroes and former villains from across the MCU. This kind of film couldn't have happened without all the other stories that came before it. Set to release in 2025, it'll be exciting to see how everything comes together. The movie is based on the comic book team of the same name and features characters like Bucky Barnes, Yelena Belova, John Walker, Ghost, and Red Guardian, all under the guidance of Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Unfortunately, Ayo Edebiri and Stephen Yeun had to drop out due to scheduling conflicts. Edebiri, who was playing an unknown character, will be replaced by Geraldine Viswanathan, and Yoon, rumored to play the superhero Sentry, will be replaced by Lewis Pullman. As for what the Thunderbolts will get up to, we don't have all the details yet, but it sounds like it might be Marvel's version of Suicide Squad, with lots of characters and action. The film was originally slated for a Christmas 2024 release, but is now scheduled to hit theaters on May 2nd, 2025. As for the mysterious asterisk in the movie's title, Kevin Feige hinted that we'll understand its significance after watching the movie. I'm not exactly sure what he meant, but one thing's for sure, the official poster they released is awesome. It's seriously good. And speaking of seriously good and high-quality posters, I am very happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by Displate. Displate offers a wide range of high-quality metal posters with everything from video game posters to, of course, movie posters. They also work with individual artists, so you can find posters of all kinds, not just in the movie and video game genres. I, however, who am both a video game fan and most importantly a massive movie fan, am most excited about the movie posters. In my opinion, Displate has revolutionized posters, and I really appreciate the fact that they are made out of metal and not paper, like most conventional posters always have been. The process of putting the Displates up is also very easy. All you have to do is find a wall, place down the protective leaf, and place the magnet in the middle of the leaf as instructed. After that, you can put up the Displate of your choice. I went with a couple of Displates from League of Legends with Aatrox and Pyke. I really love the Blood Moon skins. A classic for video game lovers, the Lich King from World of Warcraft, Cyberpunk Displate, and finally my favorite movie franchise of all time, the Batman The Dark Knight trilogy. I got both a regular Displate as well as one with Textra, which adds even more details to the Displate and even more defined colors. If you want to check out Displates, enjoy my discount code ROYALTY, which gives you a 22% discount when you buy 1 or 2 Displates and 30% off if you buy 3 or more. Or use my link to get the discount automatically applied at checkout. The link is at the top of the description as well as the top comment. Once again, thank you to Displate for sponsoring this video. Ballerina, June 6, 2025. After the somber ending of John Wick Chapter 4, we're diving back into the world of bulletproof suits and secret assassin societies with Ballerina. Directed by Len Wiseman, known for Underworld and Live Free or Die Hard, the movie stars Ana de Armas as the main character, a killer trained in the ways of the Ruska Roma. If you recall, John Wick was also part of the Ruska Roma crime family, a group that trains female assassins in both the arts of murder and ballet, which explains the film's title. The story follows de Armas' character as she seeks revenge against those who killed her parents. Angelica Houston will return as the director. The late Lance Reddick reprises his role as Charon, the concierge of the Continental. Ian McShane is back as Winston, the head of the Continental, and Keanu Reeves will make an appearance as John Wick. The movie is set to be a midquel, happening between the events of the third and fourth John Wick films. Superman, July 11th, 2025. Superman is set to be the first film in the rebooted DC Universe under the direction of James Gunn and co-CEO Peter Safran. This project, originally titled Superman Legacy, marks a new beginning for the character following Henry Cavill's departure from the role. The film is scheduled for release on July 11th, 2025, and will introduce a fresh take on the iconic superhero, aiming to embody truth, justice, and the American way. The story will not retell Superman's origin, but will instead focus on the hero balancing his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing. The film will explore Superman as an established figure at the Daily Planet, working alongside characters like Lois Lane. It promises to reflect modern perspectives while staying true to the traditional ideals that define Superman. The movie will draw inspiration from the comic series All-Star Superman, which deals with Superman's final days after being overexposed to the sun's radiation. This narrative approach suggests a deeper exploration of Superman's heroic qualities and challenges. David Corenswet will portray Clark Kent/Superman, bringing a new face to the beloved character. Rachel Brosnahan is cast as Lois Lane, ensuring a dynamic and talented pairing for the lead roles. Nicholas Hoult will play the iconic villain Lex Luthor, adding another layer of intrigue to the plot. The film will also feature Skylar Gisondo as Jimmy Olsen, Wendell Pierce as Perry White, and Pruitt Taylor Vince and Neva Howell as Jonathan and Martha Kent, respectively. The film aims to redefine Superman's legacy for a new era, setting the stage for the broader DCU's Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters. The Fantastic Four, July 25th, 2025. Marvel Studios is gearing up to introduce the Fantastic Four into the MCU, a long-anticipated project since the studio regained the rights to characters. In some way, in Deadpool and Wolverine, they have already introduced the Fantastic Four, but in 2025, they'll properly introduce them. The film, announced in 2019, is set to reintroduce Marvel's first family with a fresh take, diverging from previous adaptations that have not been as well received. The plot details are still largely under wraps, but it has been revealed that the movie will be set in an alternate universe's 1960s New York. This setting promises a unique spin on the characters and their origins, potentially aligning with the retro-futuristic vibes often associated with the Fantastic Four's classic comics. The casting announcement on Valentine's Day 2024 brought excitement, with Pedro Pascal, known for his roles in The Mandalorian and Game of Thrones, cast as Reed Richards. Vanessa Kirby, famous for her work in the Mission Impossible series, will play Sue Storm. Joseph Quinn, a standout from Stranger Things, is set to portray Johnny Storm, while Eben Moss-Bachrach will take on the role of Ben Grimm. The film will also feature Julia Garner as the Silver Surfer, Ralph Ineson as Galactus, and a trio of actors, Natasha Lyonne, John Malkovich, and Paul Walter Hauser, in undisclosed roles. This casting lineup suggests a blend of talent that can deliver both the gravitas and the humor essential to the Fantastic Four story. Matt Shakman, known for his work on WandaVision, has been chosen to direct, taking over from John Watts, who directed the MCU's Spider-Man trilogy. This change in direction indicates a new creative vision for bringing the Fantastic Four into the MCU, with Shakman expected to bring a fresh approach to these iconic characters. Tron Ares, October 10, 2025. The Tron universe is expanding once again with the upcoming film Tron Ares. This new installment will see Jared Leto take on the role of a computer program that manages to break free into the real world, bringing with him the implications and challenges of artificial intelligence. Joining Leto is an impressive cast that includes Greta Lee, known for her work in past lives, Evan Peters from American Horror Story, Gillian Anderson of the X-Files fame, and Jodie Turner-Smith, who starred in After Yang. Notably, Jeff Bridges will reprise his role, making him the only actor to appear in all three Tron films, which is one of the only things that gives you a sense of continuity and a legacy for the franchise. The supporting cast also features Arturo Castro, Cameron Monaghan, and Hassan Minhaj, each bringing their unique talents to the project. Joaquim Ronning, who directed Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales and Maleficent Mistress of Evil, will helm the film, promising a blend of visual spectacle and engaging storytelling. Blade, November 7, 2025. Marvel's upcoming Blade movie, starring Mahershala Ali, has faced quite a few bumps in the road since it was first announced in 2019. After the iconic 1998 film starring Wesley Snipes, Marvel revealed at the 2019 San Diego Comic-Con that they'd be rebooting the franchise, with the Oscar-winning Ali taking the lead role. Since then, the project has seen several writers and directors come and go, causing delays in production. In December 2023, Ali shared an update, expressing optimism about the project, saying, "We're working on it, that's the best I could tell you. I'm really encouraged with the direction of the project. I think we'll be back at it relatively soon." The film recently made headlines when Snipes made a cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine, humorously acknowledging the reboot's production delays by quipping that there's only ever gonna be one Blade. In February 2021, Snipes stated he wouldn't be involved in the new Blade, but gave Ali his blessing for the role. He told Uproxx, "I don't have any involvement, but I support the young artists and I support Marvel in their business decisions." Ali expressed gratitude for Snipes' support, saying he was humbled and encouraged by the endorsement. Other confirmed cast members include Delroy Lindo and Mia Goth, though their roles haven't been disclosed yet. Aaron Pierre was also set to star, but revealed in May 2024 that he's no longer attached to the project. The project has cycled through several writers, including Michael Green, Stacey Osei Kuffour, Michael Starbury, Bo DeMaio, and Nick Pizzolatto. As of June 2024, Eric Pearson, known for his work on Thor Ragnarok and Black Widow, has taken over the screenplay duties. The current director for the project has not been announced. As for the rating in July 2024, while promoting Deadpool and Wolverine, Feige hinted that Blade would be R-rated. aligning with the tone of the original Blade films and the Deadpool and Wolverine. Avatar 3, December 19, 2025. James Cameron took over a decade to release Avatar: The Way of Water, the highly anticipated sequel to Avatar, but for many fans, the wait was worth it. The sequel was another blockbuster hit and set the stage for Cameron's ambitious story to continue. Fortunately, we won't have to wait as long for the third installment. Avatar 3, which hasn't received an official subtitle yet, is set to hit theaters during the 2025 holiday season. James Cameron will return as director, leading his characters through the world of Pandora once again. The film will feature returning cast members Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, Sigourney Weaver, Stephen Lang, Kate Winslet, and many others. Joining them will be Una Chaplin, known for Game of Thrones, who will play Varang, the leader of a villainous Na'vi fire tribe called the Ash People. David Thewlis and Michelle Yeoh are also set to join the cast. While we don't know the exact details of Jake Sully and his family's next adventure in their fight for their home, we can expect it to be spectacular. Avengers Doomsday, May 1st, 2026. Marvel Studios has officially announced two upcoming Avengers movies, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. The big surprise is that Robert Downey Jr. is returning to the MCU, this time as the villain Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday. While it's unclear exactly how his character will fit into the story, Downey Jr. hinted at his new role with the phrase, "New mask, same task." The Russo brothers, known for directing Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, are back to direct both Doomsday and Secret Wars. Joe Russo mentioned that after Endgame, they thought their time with the Marvel Cinematic Universe was over. However, they found a very special story that brought them back for these new projects. The casts of Fantastic Four, featuring Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, Ebon Moss-Bachrach, and Thunderbolts, including Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, David Harbour, and Wyatt Russell, will also be part of the next two Avengers films. The original title for Avengers 5 was The Kang Dynasty, but it was changed after actor Jonathan Majors, who played Kang, was found guilty of assault. Marvel Studios has shifted its focus to Doctor Doom instead. While plot details are still under wraps, Avengers Doomsday promises to be an epic conclusion to the multiverse saga of the MCU. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, June 26, 2026. Kara Zor-El, known as Supergirl, is set to return to the big screen in the new DC Universe film Supergirl. Originally titled Woman of Tomorrow, this movie will be part of the new DC Universe's Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters, led by James Gunn and Peter Safran. The film will be inspired by Tom King's graphic novel Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Kara Zor-El, Superman's cousin, first appeared in Action Comics number 252 in 1959. Unlike Kal-El, who embraced his superhero destiny, Kara initially sought a peaceful life in Argo City. However, with Krypton's destruction imminent, her parents sent her to Earth in a pod to join her cousin Kal-El. By the time Kara arrived on Earth, she discovered that Krypton had long been destroyed, and her baby cousin had grown up. This left her grappling with her new powers and the loss of her home, setting her apart from Superman and leading to her unique journey. In her new life, Kara faced challenges, including adjusting to Earth's environment and her newfound abilities. Her story involves joining the Justice League, becoming a Red Lantern, and participating in the Legion of Superheroes. Unlike Superman, who draws strength from Earth's yellow sun, Kara's resilience comes from her inner strength. The upcoming Supergirl film will follow Kara on a galaxy-spanning journey to celebrate her 21st birthday with Krypto the Superdog. Along the way, she meets Ruthie, a young woman seeking revenge for her father's death. The journey takes them to a planet with a red sun, which temporarily robs Kara of her powers. Despite this, Kara's commitment to doing the right thing shines through, showcasing her bravery and vulnerabilities. As for casting, Millie Alcock, known for her role in House of the Dragon, is set to play the new Supergirl. She was the first choice suggested by James Gunn, who felt she had the right qualities for the role. Alcock's casting hints at a tougher and more complex portrayal of Kara Zor-El, contrasting with previous versions, which were more optimistic. The Mandalorian and Grogu, May 22, 2026. The highly anticipated new Star Wars movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu, is scheduled for release on May 22, 2026. This film marks the first Star Wars movie since The Rise of Skywalker in 2019. The project is part of a broader slate of future Star Wars films, with Dave Filoni also planning a movie featuring Rey and another by James Mangold exploring the origins of the Force. Dave Filoni, along with Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy, will produce. While a trailer hasn't been released yet, fans may get a first look at Star Wars Celebration in 2025. The cast remains largely a mystery, however there are rumors that Sigourney Weaver might join the lineup. Pedro Pascal is expected to reprise his role as Din Djarin, aka Mando, and we might see cameos from familiar characters such as Bo-Katan Kryze and Ahsoka Tano. Plot details are being kept tightly under wraps, but the story could continue from where Season 3 left off, with Mando and Grogu settling on Navarro. There are also speculations about the return of significant villains and the emergence of larger threats, particularly with characters like Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger re-entering the Star Wars universe. And that's a wrap on some of the most anticipated movies coming our way in 2025 and 2026. With such a fantastic lineup, it looks like we're in for some cinematic treats. So, which upcoming movie are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on your favorite films. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.